l'APR avec le coach Mastrak et le joueur Axel Poyo. On va prendre les questions.
From GSP Africa, Coach Nas, we haven't seen much of, if anything, of Mohamed Kamara at this tournament. Is there a specific reason for that, and is he a player who might be brought in to help the team in the next 2 games?
We got him the day after we arrived, so there was no preparation with him. If we would have had him a week or 10 days early to where he could have stepped in and learned what we're doing, we would probably have used him. Going forward, probably not. We're going to stick with the nucleus has been with us since December.
Bien, la question qui lui a été posée, c'était sur Mohamed Kamara, qui n'a pas été beaucoup vu. Donc le coach considère qu'ils l'ont reçu dans l'équipe assez tardivement, donc il n'y a pas eu assez de temps de préparation. S'ils avaient eu, on va dire, une dizaine de jours au moins pour pouvoir l'intégrer à l'équipe, cela aurait été un peu plus facile à faire. Donc il considère qu'il va rester avec le dispositif actuel au niveau de l'équipe. Question suivante.
Coach, désolé pour cette défaite. Alors moi j'ai une question, c'est par rapport aux expulsions de Dario et de Noël. On sait, quand on regarde l'affiche, ce sont les meilleurs éléments aujourd'hui, 15 points pour Noël et puis 17 pour Dario. À quel point le fait de ne pas les utiliser dans les ultimes minutes du match a impacté justement la prestation de votre équipe?
So he says first of all he's sorry about the score, and also he wanted to know your opinion about Dario and Noel getting out. He believes, he's asking actually, what do you think, what was the influence or the impact of them getting out of the game, and mainly during the last minutes of the game?
He had a good game going, he had 17 points, 7 rebounds, so he came out of the game that hurt us, but we still should have been ready to go. And him fouling out hurt us, but we still should have played much better with him out of the game.
Okay, and for Noel?
Oh, Noel just had a rough shooting game. He fouled out. I think he after today he didn't get to the line as much. He still got there 8 times, but just didn't get the shots to fall with him. You got to give Montessor credit. They were down 4 going into the 4th quarter, and they started the quarter up 13-0 run. So all congratulations to the way they played.
Okay, dans l'ensemble, il considère que l'absence, notamment le départ de Dario, clairement a été problématique pour eux, surtout quand ils regardent les fiches statistiques, notamment pour Noël Obadia également. Mais dans l'ensemble, il est félicite quand même pour la manière dont ils ont joué, de manière impressionnante. Oui.
Bonsoir, c'est Papa du quotidien ce soir. Avec 2 victoires, déjà il reste encore 2 matchs vraiment un peu difficiles. Comment voyez-vous votre suite dans cette compétition? Merci.
Okay, so looking at everything that has been happening with the team so far in terms of the games, how are you looking at the next and the upcoming games now for the APR team?
Well, we have to be prepared for our next game. But every game you go into in this format, you have to win. I think if we can win 1 out of our next 2 games, we will qualify. So these next 2 games are very important, and we got to step up and win them.
Donc il considère qu'à ce stade, il faut absolument qu'il remporte au moins un des 2 prochains matchs, parce que là ça devient décisif pour les qualifications. Donc là ça va être match après match, mais il considère qu'il faut au moins un match remporté à ce stade. Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres questions, notamment pour le joueur ou non? Désolé, plus de questions, donc merci beaucoup. Thank you for coming. Bienvenue à cette conférence de presse qui suit ce match qui a opposé la PR à l'USM. On va commencer avec l'Union sportive de Monastir en présence du coach Mohamed Kirdani et du joueur Oussama Marnaoui. On va directement prendre les questions, donc n'hésitez pas à lever la main. Très bien.
Bonjour coach, c'est assistant de aussi de l'appel. Félicitations pour votre victoire. Après 3 défaites consécutives en face à eux, quel a été le discours dans le vestiaire pour remobiliser votre groupe?
So the question is, first of all, congratulations, and also after 3 losses back to back, what was your speech in the locker room to get the players to be motivated again?
First of all, thanks God for the first level. It's very important to have first level. It came late after 4 games. Thanks God that we achieved this winning this game. My speech with sorry, my voice. My speech with the players didn't change all the time. I have all the confidence in them, but tonight it was just win or go home or live or die. It's a very critical situation. If we lose this game, we will be out of the tournament definitely. So we have no chances. So we fight for our chances, and we're still in a very difficult situation, 1 and 3. But hopefully we can take from this winning the momentum that the players need and all the confidence, because you know that US Monastir is a big team and they won the champion from 2 years ago. Yes, last year we knocked out, but we hopefully this time we can qualify to Tigani. But again, we just win 1 game, and I think we need at least the next 1 game for sure.
Donc il considère que la situation est encore un peu compliquée, mais en gros ce qu'il a dit aux joueurs c'était il faut absolument se qualifier, c'est se qualifier ou mourir quasiment. Donc il a dû remobiliser les troupes. Il considère qu'avec cette victoire, il espère que justement les joueurs vont pouvoir bâtir dessus pour continuer, parce qu'il y a encore 2 autres matchs qui doivent être gagnés. D'autres questions?
Salut coach, félicitations pour cette première victoire. Là, vous êtes complètement relancé dans la course pour la qualification au playoff. Vous avez dit tout à l'heure, en cas de défaite, c'était pratiquement la porte. Maintenant, à quel genre de tournoi peut-on attendre de votre part pour aller décrocher cette qualification?
Okay, so he's asking, following what you said about the position of the team now being still very risky, what are you looking forward to in terms of the tournament? What are you going to offer to the team and to the people who are watching the game to make sure that they qualify?
For us, we're not looking for the other 3 competitive teams. We're just looking for ourselves. I think if we can win the next 2 games, I think the calculation we can go straight to the finals again. So what we are concerning now that we game by game, step by step. So all our concentration will be on the next game after tomorrow.
Donc sa réponse est qu'il ne va pas franchement s'inquiéter des autres équipes. Le principal objectif pour lui c'est de gagner match après match parce qu'ils sont conscients encore de la route qu'il y a devant eux.
From ESPN Africa, question for both of you. Tunisia, like Egypt, has, from what I've been told, one of the most.
As what? Sorry.
Has, like Egypt, from what I have been told, one of the most organized leagues in Africa. But in the past, Tunisian sides, Egyptian sides were competing at the very, very top in Africa. In the last 2 years, Egyptian teams, Al Ahly specifically, have done better than Monastir. What needs to happen for that gap to close? Does Tunisia have the talent to replace the generation that's been on its way out over the last few years?
So your question is regarding comparing Egyptian with the Tunisian now? This is the question, I got it?
Yes.
Okay. It's all the time, it's like the competition is very competitive all the time between Tunisia and Egypt. If you get past 20-30 years, Egypt was winning. Then when Tunisia had the great generation of Saleh Majri and Omar Abed and Makram and all these players, they overcome my home country, Egypt, and they started winning us, and they won the African Championship 2 times, and they qualified for the Olympics and for the World Cup. And then I think now it's a little bit Egypt get back to the track again. Last maybe tournament or 2 tournaments, Egypt get back on the track. But all the time, Egypt and Tunisia are head to head. They are very competitive, and it's all about the generations. And I think both countries have great talents, and they are working on the youth and the generations for under 16 and 18. Because if you work on these generations a lot, you will be sure that all the time you have very great teams here.
Donc la question.
Oh,
sorry.
That's the same question. Competition between
Egypt and maybe look at I think we missed.
Yeah, sure. Was the question for the player as well?
Yeah, for just for both.
For both? Okay. So you want to answer in French or in English? Maybe?
English. Can you ask the question?
Can you
I think Tunisia now is a new generation guy. Old generation are finished. Egypt, same thing. They got from the old generation and new generation. And I think both countries are working on the youth and are making like good young teams.
Ok, donc pour résumer les points de vue du coach et du joueur, la question qui a été posée c'était sur une comparaison entre l'Égypte et la Tunisie en matière de leadership dans le basketball. Donc ce que tous les deux ont répondu, c'est que la compétition a toujours été très intense entre ces deux pays-là. Le coach considère que l'Égypte est en train de reprendre un peu plus du poil de la bête à ce niveau, mais dans l'ensemble, ce sont quand même 2 équipes qui sont très compétitives et que là, actuellement, il s'agit de travailler sur la qualité des joueurs, notamment les équipes de moins de 16 ans, pour continuer justement à maintenir cette qualité-là. D'autres questions?
Bonsoir coach, bonsoir chers joueurs et félicitations pour cette première victoire. Une question pour le coach, j'aimerais beaucoup avoir votre impression aujourd'hui sur la prestation de Crawford. Et question pour le joueur, vous avez déjà affronté l'AS Douanes, votre prochain adversaire. Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez nous dire sur cette équipe du Sénégal? Merci.
So one question for each. For the coach is, what are your impressions about Crawford's performance today? And also for the player, you have already played against AS Douanes. So what are you expecting? How are you looking at that team?
Sorry, please and what? My question about.
Yes, the question was about Crawford.
This is what we're waiting from Chris. Chris is a great player, and what I saw from the stats, he's contributing for 31 points. And for me, the most important thing that Chris committed just 1 turnover, and this is what I asked him for, and he do it in a great job, playing almost 35 minutes, contributing with only 1 turnovers and making like 5 assists and 30 points is a huge number, and we need for him more and more. Still 2 games, and we are waiting for him the same type of play that he played tonight.
Okay. Donc la réponse du coach, c'est qu'il considère que Crawford a fait ce qu'on attendait de lui en termes de contribution dans l'équipe. Donc il attend aussi de le voir toujours aussi présent pour le match suivant. Any question? Yes,
I think first game that we played was very tough, and I think we were supposed to lose by 17, and it was a close game for like 38-39 minutes, and we are looking for the win next game for sure, and now we are more confident with today's win, and I hope we get to 2 wins next game too.
Ok, donc il considère qu'avec la victoire qu'ils ont obtenue aujourd'hui, il est assez confiant, en tout cas il espère remporter le prochain match, même s'il sait à quoi s'attendre avec l'équipe d'AS Douanes. C'était la dernière question. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.